Self-doubt is your mind's way of rejecting yourself before anyone else can. It's safer to find comfort in the familiarity of your constant self-rejection than to put yourself and your creative vision out into the world. But the feeling of safety you're seeking won't be found in the familiar. Safety exists only in the unknown. Because once you start taking action in a direction where you don't have all the answers, reality will start reshaping around your intention. And you'll build the self-trust, pride, and confidence required to take that next step, and the next, and the next, until one day you'll look up and realize you've created the reality that contains everything you've ever wanted. So all you have to do is start. Welcome to Rea Earth. This is a gateway to your new reality, where you'll find that everything you need exists within you. Let's begin. Self-doubt thrives when you exist in a state of theory instead of action. Constantly putting stimuli into your mind and body in the form of research and planning will cause you to be in a state of uncertainty at all times. You're waiting to react to your external world rather than being in a proactive and creative state. If you're waking up every morning, getting on your phone and consuming, you're creating more confusion for yourself. By constantly seeking the next thing, you're reaffirming to your body and mind that there's never any reason to be settled and confident in the eternal now. So this feeling of safety and certainty you're seeking will never be possible for you if you keep your body and mind in this consumption state. Jason Gregory says in the book Fasting the Mind, we're actually encountering the decay of our nervous system through the process of incessantly consuming external stimuli, which keeps our mind numbed and neurotic. All the research, all the theory, all the planning, all your future projections are taking you away from your power in this moment right now. The reality you want to create is waiting for you, but you have to walk towards it. Remember, there's no outside force waiting to give you what you want. You are the universe, the creator. And until you take action, you're keeping yourself in sort of a procrastination purgatory, which also in a way is its own action. No choice is absolutely a choice, and that's 100% fine, because there are no right or wrong decisions. As the universal being that you are, every decision you make creates a new reality around you. With each step, with each movement, in any direction, you're building the world around you. So there's no right or wrong choice for you to make. Your life is your purpose. You're here to build a human, the body and mind you exist in. You're here to follow your excitement, your enjoyment, your enthusiasm. You're here to take one step after another, one moment at a time, expanding from the infinite now. What I want you to build is confidence in yourself. And confidence comes beyond thought. It's when you have an internal knowing that you'll do well or do your best no matter what. I love the quote, confidence is the memory of winning. And to win, you have to take action. Action is making a decision to move. The outcome doesn't matter, only the action. So if you're finding yourself stuck, I want you to start before you're ready. Do the opposite of what your mind is telling you to do. Listen to your body instead. Before you have a chance to think about your next step, just take it. What would happen if you just started? For the longest time, I would put off writing as part of my creative practice. It's something I love doing, but I hate starting. And so a trick I use to get my mind started on writing when I really don't want to is with a little desk timer. At first, I'd set it for 1 or 3 or 5 minutes just to get something on paper. And now I put it on 30, 45, 60-minute blocks, and that time flies by without me noticing. Because I've gotten better at pushing past the uncomfortable start. Put on your favorite playlist. Get yourself in the state of creation. That should be your first step if you find yourself in procrastination mode. Remember, it's not about finishing everything right now. It's about creating the state in your body and mind that will allow you to keep going. It's about helping your future self, setting yourself up so you can pick back up where you left off the next day. You want to allow your universal knowledge that already exists within you to guide you. Instead of making a plan, I want you to ask questions. Invite an answer to appear rather than trying to force it. You can start with questions like, what feels exciting right now? What would be fun to create? What would it look like if it were easy? And then see what comes up. And part of this process is integrating your body and mind. That scattered, overwhelmed feeling you have is because you're not connected with your body, with the earth. You're floating above your experience, constantly scratching the surface of reality. It's like eating French fries for every meal. Yes, it's delicious, but eventually you'll get sick of it, and your body will be lacking the nutrients it needs to go on. You'll never feel fulfilled if you're constantly in consumption mode and not taking action to create the reality you want. So ask yourself, are you nourishing your physical body? Are you connecting with it? Are you getting fresh air, spending time in nature? If you've been in paralysis mode for a while, planning, theorizing, prepping, I want you to slow down. Start with the basics. Get enough sleep. Go outside. Drink enough water. Eat nourishing food. It sounds simple because it is. Your body and mind are the filters that you experience the world through. So if your filter is cluttered, your decisions will feel the same. What you need most of all is clarity. When you don't know where you're going, the how will never appear. You likely aren't taking steps into an unknown direction because you don't have a powerful enough vision of where you want to go and why you want it. If you didn't listen to my episode last week on electrifying your goals, go do that now. You are an infinite creator. You can create anything you want. But if you try to take action in a million directions at once, you'll never move in any one direction in a meaningful way. All you'll feel is stuck or stagnant because you're making flat progress. The pride and confidence you want to feel will come when you take massive action in one direction. Because then you're building the power and belief that you are a creator. The other thing I want you to focus on is being curious. It's nearly impossible to be anxious in a curious state. Curiosity feels like exploration, excitement, and presence. You're venturing out into an unknown world and you can't wait to see what's next. Curiosity has a foundation of trust, whereas anxiety lacks that feeling of safety and security. And the trust you need to build is in yourself, the universe. Build the belief that you can create any reality you can imagine. The belief that you'll be okay no matter the external circumstance. And to do that, it all comes back to action. Taking action enough times in a variety of ways that show you that you can weather any storm. Remember, your life is your purpose. Life expands outward from you. It is you. There's no predetermined path to follow, no 10-step plan, because your life is not linear. You exist in every dimension, as every being, every plant, animal, and planetary body. You're viewing the world through the filter of a human mind right now. So if you require a purpose, let that be it. To witness existence through this physical being of yours. To learn about the patterns that drive your behavior, to transform them, to nurture them, or to let them go. To create any reality you can imagine. Remember, you are the eyes of the infinite through which the universe sees itself. We're going to do a quick closing practice to round this out. So when you're ready, Take 3 deep breaths with me now. In and out. Breathe in from the bottom of your feet, up through your legs, into your chest, through your arms, to your fingertips, and out into the world. Back and forth, your breath moves slowly with your body, bringing you deeper and deeper within yourself, connecting with the subtle movement of energy, the tingling in your hands, behind your eyes, a vibration, resonance, harmony. I want you to imagine now that you're walking down a beautiful pathway in a garden, at the ocean, in the mountains, or forest. Find a place that feels like home to you, brings you comfort. And with each step, you're in sync with your breath. 1, 2, 3. Each footfall leaves a mark on the ground, creates a beautiful pattern of light. It's emanating from within you. With each step, you're illuminating the ground, creating this path as you go. You look backwards on the path now and see that each step has led you here in perfect time. Even the steps that felt difficult in the moment happen just as they should. There's nothing you need to change about them, because they add to this one-of-a-kind pattern you're creating. The one built from light, color, energy, emotion, and thought. As it moves along this pathway, your body becomes a vehicle for this light. And as you look ahead, forward now, through time, you see that there are infinite pathways, all equally beautiful, with their own set of outcomes. But you realize now that they all lead to the same place. They're all equally filled with joy, love, beauty, and come with their own set of challenges and achievements. There's no pathway you can take that will lead you in the wrong direction. They are all perfectly right, because you're creating each one of them as you go. With each moment, with each choice, you're creating your purpose, creating your path, one that is uniquely yours. From this day forward, I want you to remember this vision of your pathway, how each footstep is creating an expansion of light as you move. Don't think about your life in terms of days, months, years, or decades. You have this moment, this step, one after another. Look for ways to create truth, beauty, and love in the world. Work to build connection, to help others find their light within by shining yours. And remember always, your life is your purpose, and everything you need exists within you.